So any other questions or you want about the health situation? Yes.
Yes, you talked about the possible impact of depleted uranium.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I read 2 scientific papers published this year showing a large increase in
incidence of cancer, yeah.
Incidence in children and in Basra and
yeah.
in adults in Fallujah.
Yes.
And an increase in infant mortality. There is, of course, a problem to get information about the use of depleted uranium, and which is one very possible cause of it. Do you have or know how to get more access to information about
I'm a member of the team looking after these in Fallujah. We, as I said, I mean, there is no financial support to any lab outside to support any research on these topics. So people who are gratefully appreciating their effort are spending some money they have and donation to take these samples and estimate the biological effect of the tumors and the children exposures compared to the other children near Fallujah or in the same site. And the evidence now, of course, the British, of course, they gave some information about the amount of the depleted use, but the American is not yet, and I don't think they will. You know, in Kosovo, it takes 7 years, all right? 7 years to discover that they have been using this, right? But the incidences of these malignancies have, attracted people to the. Since 1991, after the Gulf War, the South had been also affected and hit by depleted uranium, but not to the extent that happened in 2003. And of course, some studies have shown also the incidence had been increasing since 1993 till now in Basra, in Nasiriyah, Mara, even in marshes. We have a city called Al-Fuhud. There in Al-Fuhud, this is in the marshes in the south. Every house have got malignant patients. And we have also a sort of complex in Najaf. They call it Al-Ansar, Hayy Al-Ansar. Everyone have got casualties from cancer. So this is the situation. This is not only a problem. The problem is that if you see that the whole Iraq, there is no deep X-ray therapy only in Baghdad. And old machines, and we don't have it in the south, or the peripheries, or even in the north. So patient here, we have about, at the moment, we have about 8,700 patients from Basra, not Baghdad included. That's the southern and the middle of Iraq, what they call it, Furat al-Awsat, the middle diagram. If you do 50% of them need chemotherapy, 50% of them need deep X-ray therapy. Now the chemotherapy are not available, and the machine is not available. So I mean, anybody diagnosed with cancer, unless you take them out, if they are capable, he will die. The American deny that depleted uranium increased the incidence or related to the malignancies. But of course, the Royal British Society, the depleted uranium department have got or produced all the evidence that the use of depleted uranium had been associated with high incidence. through the toxic themselves materials and through the penetrating effect, not by the alpha rays.